Okay. I believe we're up to Perek Vav Mishnah Yud, the 6th Perek, 10th Mishnah.
Give me a second. Sometimes I'm a little slower.
It's all right.
Okay.
Okay, so
Tuvua?
yes, Perek Vav Mishnah Yud. Tuvua shenasna l'shachas. Wheat that you decide that you're going to cut as hay. You're not going to get it as grain. You're going to do it just as hay.
They call it fodder.
Okay, when you're going to use it for animal food, you're just going to you don't care about the seeds. Aluma, or you're going to use it for bundling. Right, we learned this morning. Malim alumim. We're bundling bundles. So you're going to use some of the grain to bundle the others. V'chein ba'agudei hashum, or same idea with garlic. If you're going to use some of the garlics to bundle the others, and once we mentioned garlic bundles, va'agudei hashum v'habtzalim, or the small little bundles that you'd make, you tie one piece of garlic around the rest. All these things are in lahem shikcha. They don't have shikcha. The first two of the hay or the ones you're cutting to use to bundle others, those are not considered grain or for food, so they wouldn't have shikcha. And the little bundles of garlic and onions, since you make them into bigger bundles before you take them out of the field, it's too early of a stage to have shikcha. Hatmunim ba'aretz, things that grow below ground, kagon haluf v'hashum v'habitzalim, these bulb things like onions or garlic. Rabbi Yehuda Elam Shikha. Rabbi Yehuda says they don't have Shikha because since they're underground and you forgot them, the reason why you forgot them is because they're like hidden, so that those would not be considered forgotten we would not give them to the poor.
Shum means anything?
Shum means garlic.
Oh, okay.
The Chum say no. Yesh lam Shikha, just because they grow below ground does not remove the halachas of Shikha. If you forgot them, the Aniyim could take them.
Yeah, if you've got them.
Right.
Just because they're a little covered up and whatnot.
Right. They still stick out above the ground, right? You see them. They're not like... Mishnah Yud Aleph. Last Mishnah in the Perek. Hakotzer B'layla, someone who's harvesting at night. V'hamamar, or he's making his bundles at night. V'hasuma, or a worker who's blind. So again, kind of like cover. These people have an excuse why they miss things. But still, Yesh Lem Shikha, if they forgot it, even if it was hard to see, it's still, or they couldn't see, it's still Shikha. But if his intent was to take the big ones and leave the smaller ones, that ain't no shikha, then the smaller ones are obviously not shikha because he didn't forget them. He intentionally left them either to grow bigger or because he'll take them some other time.
This begs a question. How are the poor people supposed to know?
I can probably tell. I mean, if all the small tomatoes are left on the vine, you could tell. He probably didn't forget 25 tomatoes here.
Yeah.
There's occasional one here or there.
Because this begs a question. It's the person who has the farm has to know what to do.
Right.
But then, the other people have to know what to do too.
Right. We did say before that the owner has to be around. Right, morning, afternoon, and evening, so the poor people have the ability to come collect.
Saying that. All right, good. Right. But you see where I was coming from. Yeah.
And then, if someone says, I'm going to harvest my field on the condition that if I forget anything, I'll be allowed to go back and take it. I don't want to have to give whatever I forget to the poor people. Yishlo Shikha, that doesn't work. You still got the mitzvah. You can't excuse your way out. You can't say I don't want to do that one.
I was looking to see if there's
Okay, let's start the 7th Perek. So the 7th Perek, we're talking about olive trees, which essentially have the same setup as everything else. That there's Peah and Shikcha, but Kol Zayis Shesh Shem Basada. Any olive tree that has a name that you could refer to it as that tree. Afilu, even if it's Kazayas Hanaitif B'Shaita, even if you call it the olive tree that it drips oil at when it's in its peak or something like that, the Shakcha, and you forgot about it in a Shikha, because since it has some specific unique name, so it's something that it's in the back of your mind. You didn't really forget it. B'Medvar Mamurim, what does that mean? B'Shmai, if it's got a name, which either is based on B'Maisav, on how it performs, or B'Mkaima, or the place it is. So what would an example of bishmai, with a name, shehu shifchuni? You call it something like the spilling tree, that it's known that it produces so much that it drips. O bishuni, or you call it the embarrassing tree because it produces so much that it embarrasses the other trees. Or b'maisav, it's known for how it performs, shu'aisa harba, that it produces a lot of fruits. Or b'mkaima, it's in a specific place. Shu'omi b'tzadagas, it's the tree that's closest to your olive press. Or b'tzada pirtza, or it's the tree next to a break in your fence. Or something, right? Some unique position in the field, even though it's nothing special about the tree, but that's a memorable tree. V'shar kol hazesim, and general trees, if you miss shnayim, again, that's shikcha. V'shloisha and a shikcha, again, the regular rule that 2 is considered shikcha, but 3 is considered too much to be considered shikcha, and you would be allowed to go back and get it. Rabbi Yossi Omer, no, ain't shikcha hazesim. For getting a whole olive tree, it's too much. That's not going to be considered shikcha. Okay, let's stop here.